First, apply Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer all over the entire face. Use a pea-sized amount over the chin, forehead, and cheeks. Next, take a white eyeliner pencil and suck in your cheeks to see where your cheekbones are. Place a dot right under the protruding part of your bone on both sides. This is going to be the corner of the mouth. Start drawing in the teeth by creating two that extend down onto your top lip and bottom lip. Place one on either side of your cupid's bow. Draw the white liner down with the largest part on your top upper lip and the thinnest part of the point on your lower lip. See how those look? Now start adding the rest of the teeth. Try and keep each amount even in size and in placing. The teeth should start getting smaller as you reach the edges of the mouth. Curve them in slightly so they create that wide open mouthed effect. Start filling in between the teeth with a red lip pencil. This will help the eyeshadow stay in place longer and have a truer red look. This is also going to create the effect of the gums. Start coloring in between them and be careful not to smear the white. Go anywhere from about a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch up, depending on how large your face is. The corners of the mouth should be nearly filled in with red lip liner, as the smile will be stretched largest there. Continue filling in with the red lip liner around your own mouth. Bring it from the edge of the mouth drawn onto your face to the edge of your real lips. This will ensure that your mouth has a realistic appearance. Your mouth should look like this at this point. Using Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in black and a thin liner brush, begin to outline your mouth and your teeth with this. You're going to bring this around all the white edges that we've drawn, and for the outside edge of the mouth, you will be drawing right on top of that. Draw carefully to ensure that you have crisp lines. Outline the edges of your mouth with smooth strokes using the black gel liner. Try and keep this as symmetrical as possible by following those white lines that you drew in the beginning. Start filling in the rest of the mouth with an angled liner brush and the black gel liner. Start around the bottom of your lips and bring it around in between all the teeth to meet the red, and also all the way up to the corner of the mouth, but stop about a half an inch away from the point. Fill in the rest of the lips with the black liner, but be sure to get the corners of the mouth and right where the lips meet to ensure that there's no variations in the black. Using a clean finger, start smudging in between where the red liners and the black liners meet to ensure a better blend when the powder's shadows are applied. Using Sugar Pill's Burning Heart palette, I'm taking Love Plus on a flat shader brush and packing it onto the red liner areas of the mouth. This is going to ensure that the mouth stays where it's supposed to be all night and is also very bright and red. Taking MAC's Carbon eyeshadow or any black matte eyeshadow you own, start packing this onto all the black areas of the mouth. Make sure you pack it especially onto your lips, as this is the driest part and will need extra blackness to make sure that it stays potent. Taking white cream Halloween makeup and a flat stiff brush, start lining in your teeth and filling them in with this. You may also want to use a thin liner brush and dipped in the white cream makeup to fill them in also. Now I'm using a very thin artist brush in order to fill in the lower part of my lip because I need these to be especially sharp and precise. You want them to look very pointy. While the white paint of the teeth dries, start gluing down your eyebrows. You need them to be as flat and smooth as possible, so apply several layers. First the glue stick, then brush them with a toothbrush in order to get them as flat to your skull as possible. You want to also remove any possible glue clumps that may happen from multiple layers. Line around the edges of the teeth and the mouth with a black liquid liner. I'm using L'Oreal's Lineur Intense in Carbon Black for the extra blackness and great precision of the flexible tip. The mouth should have a very crisp finish when you're done with this section. Using Amazing Cosmetics concealer and a concealer blush, conceal the eyebrows to prevent any extra darkness from showing through. Taking a large foundation brush, apply white cream makeup all around your face, including around the edges of the mouth and down your neck a little bit. Apply a little primer to the eyes so that way it prevents creasing. Be sure to get in close to the lash line, around the edges of the nose, and very carefully around the top edge of the mouth. Start applying a second coat of white to cover the eyebrows even more so that way the darkness does not show through. If you have lighter eyebrows, one coat may only be necessary. Continue applying white until the whiteness is opaque all over and fade it gently down into the neck. Using NYX's cream blush in hot pink and a thin concealer blush, start applying stripes to the neck while the white cream makeup dries. This can be done fairly randomly and however you'd feel. So start applying it in a sloping motion down your neck and over your collarbones. Use a large buffer brush to blend out the harsh edges and to make it look more like a stripe that would be on the Cheshire Cat. Using a Duo Fiber stippling brush, go into the NYX Hot Pink Cream Blush and from your top of your eyebrows up, where they start closest to your eyes, do two diagonal lines using a gentle tapping motion to create a triangle shape on your forehead. Blend this thoroughly into the hairline and also make sure to leave a white section in the middle of the forehead. Going into the Sugar Pill Burning Heart palette, grab Poison Plum, which is a bright purple color. Using a pencil brush, start tracing along the edges of the pink, and then grab a fluffier blush to begin to blend out the edges. Continue to blend until the harsher edges have been blended out and so it fades from purple to pink and comes to a point in the center. Using a black gel liner and an angled brush, create a point at the beginning of your eye to create a more cat-like effect, and then bring it along your entire lid until you reach the first part of the iris. Start dragging it up towards the center of your eyebrow and blending slightly as you go. Then grab Poison Plum again and begin to apply it with a fluffy brush and a tapping motion when you reach your eyebrow in order to not disturb the glue or the paint. Continue to do that up towards your brow, and then grabbing the hot pink again, begin to apply that on your temples and blend in between those colors. Using a pencil brush and Poison Plum, start at the outer edge of your eye and begin dragging straight outward in a bold cat eye effect almost. Go to the edge of your eyebrow with the pen and then bring it along your lower lash line until you reach the inner part of your iris again. Using a black gel liner and a very thin brush, trace a line towards your nose from your iris in an angled motion and then create a small triangle. You are then going to run this along the purple color that you placed next to your lash line. Drag this almost out to the edge of your eye. Then taking a liquid liner, sharpen up the angle you just created. Make it very, very precise. Continue the thin line out to your head using the pink blush, and then blend it carefully along in. Dip a blending brush into the Poison Plum and place this in the curve of the triangle you just created under your eye. You want this to be very, very subtle and very, very purple. Using a concealer brush and the hot pink blush, begin tracing a curve along your cheekbone. You want this to be almost on top of it, but not contouring it. Then take the purple eyeshadow afterwards and begin dragging this down to your jaw. Continue the curve and then blend it into the pink. Draw on your cat nose using a thin brush and the black gel eyeliner. Create a fairly small one that just traces your nostrils and along the top part of your nose. Take a liquid liner and sharpen up all the edges around your mouth where white may have gotten in. You want it to be extremely crisp and perfect. And now your Cheshire Cat makeup is complete. You can arrange your hair however you would like and wear a costume however you wish. I wore a hot pink bandage skirt and teased my hair very, very crazy. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.